Hello and welcome. My name is Maria de Souza. I am a Feldenkrais and a yoga teacher. I focus my work on posture, not only because posture makes you feel good and look good and elegant and boosts your self-confidence, but also because good posture keeps pain away. Something that you might not realize is that most of these ailments and conditions you see around that people suffer with are a result of misalignments and imbalances we create in our body as we go about life. And it's only when you start addressing these misalignments that you can see a shift in your health, mentally and physically. So this is what my work is all about, to bring you exercise and tips to address these misalignments on the body so that you can help your body to go back to its natural state. So this is part 2 of this exercise for the ankles and the feet. Next week I'll bring you part 3. If you don't want to wait for part 3 and you would like to have this exercise, because it's one exercise that I've divided in 3 videos, if you want to have it all in one video without much talking, then I did that for you. Click on the link below and you have this exercise, these 3 videos in one exercise without much talking. So it's all there for you. So to start with, start like video 1. Stand up on your feet and go through that somatic awareness. Okay, then you come and lie on your back and go through that somatic awareness as well, somatic scan as well, like in video 1. And then you go to do the exercise or start the lesson. So I'm not going to go through that again because you have video 1 and this is a continuation of video 1. So the ankle movements we did in video 1, you can do that by itself, and then you can do this one by itself and then the third by itself, and then put things together because it's a whole lesson, a whole one exercise. So whenever you got the time, do the 3 videos together. And you'll benefit greatly from it. So let's lie on the back. As I said, spend some time here in your somatic awareness, somatic scan, noticing how things feel, okay? And then just like in video 1, and then you go to the exercise. Okay, so the exercise part 2 is, so we're going to start by revisiting what we did in part 1, okay? And that was, you glue the front of your foot on the floor and you're going to pivot in the front of your foot and you're going to take your heel to the right and then back to the middle, okay? And as you take to the side, you make sure you land the heel and back to the center. And we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go to the left, okay? In video 1, we went to the right for a minute, and then we went to the left, okay? Now we're gonna do we're gonna alternate, okay? So once to the right, back to the center, and once to the left, okay? And we're going to spend a moment here doing this movement. So we'll start with the right foot, but you can start with the left if the right foot fits a little bit. If you have issues going on in the right foot, you can always start with the other one and then you come to the right foot. It doesn't really matter where you start because you have to do both anyway. So you're gonna pivot in the front of your foot and move the heel to the left, back to the center, and then to the right, back to the center. And we do this for a minute or so, okay? Breathe in and out. Everything else is relaxing the body, the jaw, the arms, the hands, the pelvis, the belly. Everything is nice and relaxed. Just moving the heel, and do it slowly. Once to the right, once to the left. Notice the difference between moving to the right and the left. There will be a difference. Maybe there's more range of movement to one side than the other. And these are they look very simple movements, but you will find it challenging and you will feel it somewhere else. You may feel in your calves, the muscles of your calves, the thighs, the hip, okay? So these are working, this movement is working muscles that they haven't been worked for a long time. Okay, so this is not a movement that we do every day. So you are reaching into muscles that you haven't before. If you come across pain, I taught you a strategy to go around it in video number 1. Okay, and then let that go. And now let's pivot on the heel. So glue the heel, and you're going to move the front of the foot to the right, back to the center, and then to the left, back to the center. Okay, so we did this in video number 1. Now we're just going through those movements we did in video 1. Okay, so you alternate, once to the right, once to the left. As you turn to the sides, make sure you land the foot and all of the toes. Okay, so here, as you could see, I just changed my arms because I was tensioning. Okay, I was with my arms like that, and my arms don't really like to be like that, but I was unconsciously just tensioning my arms. So let's go off the arms and land the way they are more relaxed, which is more this way for me. Okay, so we need to bring ourselves, although we are focusing on the movement of the ankle, this is where our main focus is. Now and then we need to bring ourselves back to the whole of the body, just to notice if we are creating unnecessary tension or strain, which is likely to be happening because that's what we do inconsciently. And when we pay attention, then we can release and stop that unnecessary strain and tension. Okay? Does it make sense? If it doesn't, let me know below. Okay, so again, you spend a good minute here, turning slowly and gently to the right, the middle. This is the right, this is the middle, this is the left. Notice the differences between turning to one side and the other. One side is going to feel different to the other. Maybe it's easier. Just notice the difference. Okay, so this is just a revision of what we did in video number 1. So take a moment here to rest and just notice the differences between one foot and the other. Can you feel a difference? Let me know below what difference do you feel. So now bring your awareness to the left foot, and you're going to pivot in the front of your foot, and you're going to take your ankle to the right, back to the middle, and then to the left. So you're going to alternate the movement, once to the right, once to the left. Okay, coming through the middle, and when you turn, make sure you land, and then you bring to the middle, and then you go to the side. So it's best that you do video number 1 so that you know what you're doing, because we've been through
quite in detail through these movements, okay? Okay, so the front of the foot is glued, and you just move in the not the pelvis, sorry, you're moving the heel through the ankle. The knee is quiet, the knee doesn't swing, the knee doesn't go anywhere, okay? And again, if you feel, it's very likely that you feel cramps. When I do that in class, people start telling me, oh, I feel a cramp here and there and everywhere, or pain. So I've taught you a strategy to go around that in video number 1. So make sure you watch that. So now we're just turning the heel once to the right, back to the middle, once to the left, okay? And again, you spend a good minute here in this movement. Do it slowly, without rushing. Take your time. Remember, this is your me time. So take full advantage of that. Okay, and then let that go. And now let's do the front of the foot. So you're going to glue the left foot, the left heel, and you're going to pivot in the heel so that you bring the front of the foot to the right, back to the center, and then to the left. Okay, when you bring it to the sides and the center, make sure you land the foot. And you can slide the foot to the side if that is available, or if that is possible, or just lift ever so slightly, just enough for you to pivot. And again, notice the difference between moving to one side and the other, or even notice the difference between this foot and the other foot. And again, you spend a good minute here, okay? A good minute in each movement. Breathe in and out. Relax the body. I was again back here, which is not very comfortable. Pay attention to the whole of yourself now and then. And release any tension that you might be creating unnecessarily. Okay, and then let go. You can extend your legs just to relax. Let go for a moment. Notice, feel your feet, your legs. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay, so now what you're going to do is, let's go back to the right foot. You're going to lift the heel, keep the front of the foot on the floor. So lift as high as it goes comfortably, and you bring it down, okay? So lift and bring it down. And you do that a few times. Again, you spend a minute or so doing this movement. Slowly and gently, slowly up, with control down. Okay. And notice this movement in the ankle. The front of the foot doesn't move. The knee is nicely in the middle. And you'll feel it in your calves, in your ankle, in your thighs. Again, if it's painful or if you get cramps, use the strategy I taught you in video number 1. Feel that movement in your ankle. Okay, good. After you did that for a minute or so, just take a moment to let everything go. Then you're going to lift the front of the foot, okay? First lift the toes and then the ball of the foot, okay? And then you land the ball of the foot and then the toes, okay? So it's toes, ball, ball, toes, okay? Can you differentiate the toes from the ball of the foot? Can you lift all the toes away from the floor and keep the ball on the floor? See what you can do. It's very likely that as you lift the toes, the ball of the foot lifts as well at the same time. See if you can keep the ball of the foot on the floor and differentiate that movement of the toes and the ball of the foot. Two different movements. They're not set as one unit. There's joints between the toes and the ball of the foot. And if this is too challenging for you, then just spend a moment there, slowly, gently playing with this movement of the toes, so that you can really feel the movement of the toes separate from the movement of lifting the ball of the foot up. Okay, it's not always easy to express these things. If you find better language, please let me know below. I would appreciate that. As you can tell, my English is not my first language. I'm Portuguese, but I live in the UK, in England, for over 20 years now. I arrived the year that Princess Diana died, so that was over 20 years now. I arrived in London, in the UK, I mean, the year Diana died. Okay, and then you let go. Adjust your feet if you need to. Here, if you want, you could lengthen your legs and take a moment. Feel yourself on the floor, feel the difference between one leg and the other. Okay, and then bring your feet up, and let's do it on the other side, on the other foot. So bring your awareness to your left foot and glue the front of the foot and lift the heel and bring it down with control. I'll do that a few times. Lift and bring it down. Lift slowly and bring it down with control. Breathe in and out. Notice what feels different in this foot. Feel the movement in your ankle. So you lift as high as it goes comfortably. Slowly and gently. It's nice to close the eyes and just sense yourself, sense the movement, notice where you're feeling it. Okay, and then let go. And then let's lift the front of the foot. Again, it's the toes and the ball, and then land the ball and then the toes. Okay, see if you can differentiate that movement of the toes. Maybe in this side things feel different. It's very likely that they will. Notice what feels different to the other foot. It's amazing. This is one of those magical exercises or lessons of the Feldenkrais method that you'll be so surprised how much it will affect many other areas above the feet. This is reorganizing the feet, the ankles, and will have a great effect in the organization of your knees and the pelvis and spine and the neck. But only you can tell after you've done this. And I would love for you to let me know below what this exercise did for you. Okay? It's good to share our experience, your experience, so that we can inspire other people. Okay, and then let that go. Lengthen your legs. Okay, let's come back to having the feet on the floor, and let's do something else here. Now, you're going to lift the heel. Just let's go back to the right foot. This time you're going to tap the heel. Okay, so you tap as fast as you can. So make sure that the front of the foot is glued, and you just tap, 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 as fast as you can. Now it's going to be challenging. Take a break if you need, and then tap again. And just feel that vibration through the spine, through the body. Tap as fast as you can. It's quite challenging. Take a break and then tap again. So you want to spend a good minute here tapping the heel. Feel the vibration through the body. And it is not easy movements. It's quite tiring. Take a break, a moment, rest as much as you need, and then tap, 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 tap. Make sure that the front of the foot is quiet, just tap. Tap, 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 tap. It's quite challenging, isn't it? Okay, so after you've done a good minute of tapping, let go, lengthen the leg. Take a moment to rest. Okay, and let's tap the left foot, the left heel, okay? Same thing, so you tap, 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 tap as fast as you can. The foot will start sliding forward, so bring it back. Tap, 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 tap as fast as you can. Notice that vibration through the body, through the spine. Okay, spend a good minute here tapping. I found it easier with this heel for some reason. Okay, and then let go, rest your legs. Feel the vibrations in your feet, the legs, the whole of the body. Okay. Bring the feet up. Now, let's repeat these movements we did with the ankle, with the front and the back of the foot. So you're gonna lift the front, lift the toes, lift the ball. Let's go back to right foot. Lift the toes, lift the ball, and then land the ball and land the toes, and then you lift the heel. Okay, so we're going to alternate the front and the back of the foot. Okay, and bring the heel with control down, and then lift the toes and the ball. Land the ball and the toes, and then lift the heel. Okay, and you move from the front of the foot to the back of the foot. Remember to differentiate that movement of the toes from the ball of the foot, okay? So first the toes and then the ball, and then you land the ball and then you land the toes, okay? And again, you spend a good minute here. The foot starts sliding, you bring it back. If that differentiation of the toes and the ball of foot is challenging for you, just do it slowly as you need to feel that differentiation. Okay, and then let go, and then let's do it on the left foot. So toes, ball, ball, toes, and then heel, okay? Same movement, but now we are on the left foot. Breathe in and out. Okay, after you spend a good minute here, again, if you feel cramps or if you come across cramps or pain, remember to go slower, more gently, do less until that dissipates. Okay, and then let go and rest on your back. So this is the end of part 2 of video 2. Next week I'll bring you another part of this ankle movement. So stay lying on the floor for as long as you want. Notice yourself, go through the somatic scan again, just like at the beginning. Notice what feels different. Okay, and then just like in part 1, you're going to stand up, back on your feet, and just notice how things feel on your feet. Thank you very much for doing this video with me. If you like it, give me the thumbs up, share it around, leave me comments. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, and what you felt. What was your experience so far of this Feldenkrais exercise? Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye now.